Hey, so this is a little controversial. I know there's a lot of people talking about it, but not very many in the large, populace. And that is that was Jesus really a female? Was the Messiah a female? Was it actually Miriam? And I would say that yes. I would say yes, it was. And the Jewish Messiah would be a female, okay? Because their Jewish religion is a matriarchal religion. Okay, they listen to their women for wisdom. So I would say yes, it is. And I want to show you that the Muslim Messiah is Mahdi. Let me show you this breakdown. So you've got Mahdi is Mary. I think Mahdi is Mary. I think it's the same word. Because Mahdi, we got Marisol in Spanish. Marisol is Marisol. And then Madison would be like the English version of Marisol, Maddie, son, Mary's son. And then you've got the Mary, son. So I don't know if you see that. And it's me, Messiah, Moses, all Mother, Ma'at, Maya, Misa, all these words are all pretty much the same thing. And so that is what I think. And that is why the Muslim Messiah is in fact the Christian Antichrist. But what does this mean? What does this mean? Okay, you've got you've got your Christ and your Antichrist. Okay, and a lot of times so the Antichrist is Saturn, is Satan, and that would make her a female. Okay, and the Antichrist is the Anticurse, is the healer. Ashaya, Maya, Mary is healer. Okay, the Anticurse, the antidote. So you've got these two, and the whole purpose of all of this truly is to meld and create balance. So you don't choose between the mother or the father; you accept them both, and you learn to balance it and walk the middle path. You don't choose. When people are really right now, the New Age movement especially is trying to get people to come away from the father and only serve the mother, and to just, it's one way or the other, you're swinging out of balance. So it's important that you just realize that you don't have to adopt one of these principles and turn on everything else. You can just accept it for what it is, and if it fits in later, it fits in later, and if it doesn't, you have the information. It's a puzzle piece. You just throw it in the pile of puzzle pieces. So basically, you've got Saturn and Jupiter being the mother and the father. And together they are Ahaya or Ahala and Aloha. So you have the mother and the father together are the level of the sun, and this is why you have like the homosexual movement. There are certain individuals who are born into incarnations with no desire to have children, with no desire really to procreate, I guess you could say, or just like they're not here for that reason or whatever. So you have basically they create like a movement to put those people in a sense, and it almost like forces them into this. And I'm not talking about people who are just gay people or whatever. I'm talking about the elect ones, the warriors of the rainbow. And some of the individuals that come down are a single soul essence, these star seeds, and so they actually don't have like a twin flame here. So they have more like soulmates, but not twin flames, because they are in a sense their own twin flame. And so those people oftentimes get categorized with everybody else, and so there is a distinction between the two. But one of the things is they use those people as an example for everybody else to be homosexual and to think that they're going to be fulfilled when they're not, because of whatever, And it's just another false thing, like everything else has. I mean, they do the same thing with religion. They do the same thing with every kind of sexual relationship. People are not going to be fulfilled in that area. That's just all there is to it. Like, that's not going to fix their soul problem. And the problem is that when many people go into this, if they don't have that single soul essence, or they're not like an angel incarnated onto earth, they're not going to be able to raise that frequency, and they're not going to be able to reach that godhood, because they're not already a single essence God here in the flesh, an angel in the flesh, or what you would call like a single, a God body in the flesh. So they're not going to be able to meet up with their soulmate because it has to be a male and a female. So that's why you have like some people that are, gosh, this is like really who they are or whatever. And the other people, he's like, oh, they're really struggling with this or like whatever. Well, there's a reason. And, doesn't mean you have to like fit into a societal structure of like, well, if this is this, then you need to like get married and like that. And that's not what I'm saying. But I mean, it's not necessarily even like a sexual thing. So, but you do have to have that twin flame. And so, I mean, most of the time it is, but I'm just saying, there might be relationships where I don't know, maybe there's illness involved or whatever like that, but I mean, it doesn't have to be, sexual. But, so, I was getting into that, and I wanted to get into twin flames, so I probably will get into it in this video. But I think that there's a trick in them trying to do that, trying to get people, into homosexuality, because they won't be able to raise their kundalini or their Christ consciousness or their full elevation because they won't have the counterpart. So I think that's the conspiracy, that they've used something like the angel incarnates to propagate. So, I forgot where I was going with that. I'm just kind of going through all my papers that I had sitting out here. I haven't done these videos in a while because I've been working. Because I got a job, my husband and I got hired actually as a couple to work a job, and it's just been crazy hours and fun and challenging, but different. So I'm kind of like, oh, I can't wait to take a nap. But anyways, going through everything, I was thinking, what else did I want to say about this? Yeah, I think that possibly this new Jeshua thing, they're trying to push this Jeshua. And I know about Jehoshua and Yehoshua and Yahshua. But, the Jeshua thing, I think it might be actually a spin-off of Mary Jeshua. And the reason I think that is because they're trying to push the patriarchal thing again. And I think that the real Christos then was not Mary Magdalene, because her name wasn't Mary Magdalene, it was like more like Mary of Magdala, but was Miriam, and so and possibly this Ashurdarti, and I think it's like a collective. So the Bible says that there's 144,000 of these virgins, but we know the virgins are the Marys. So if this God, this high God, this Riasha being, whatever you want to call it, the sun beings, if they were to come down here and incarnate, because they're on the 15th level in that body, they would come down 12 dimensions, land on the 3rd dimension, and they would be, because every time they go down, they go into 12 people. So they go down, it's 12 people, and then those 12 people come down a dimension, and then each of those turn into 12 people, because the energy in the dimensions can't hold their light body, so they have to break it up to physically incarnate and physically come into our dimension and be in here permanently, while in this body. And so it would, when she would come incarnate, there would be 144,000 of her, because she would be the virgins, 144,000 virgins, and they're the ones that stand with the lamb. Duh, Mary had a little lamb. You can play it. It's actually in the Bible on the chest plates. Mary had a little lamb. That's 60. That's 5 and 4, 4 and 5, which is 9, and then 6, 96. I keep saying 96. It's John and Mary. So, anyways, the lovers lane, the great lovers tarot card. That's John and Mary. You can even say that they're Adam and Eve. So it goes back even before that, before Adam and Eve even. Okay. So, anyways, that's my spiel. That's what I have to say. I'll probably have to watch this video and decide what I want to call it. But I'm interested in what other people have to think about this, because I think that those are the virgins, that they're the Marys that come down, and that they are male and female. And so, very interesting, also called the sons of Sophia and the daughters of Sophia, because Mary is also Sophia. So, and she is known as the Illuminator. So, and there's like, there's all of them, and then there's like the queen head top of them, which is the Queen of Spades. So that's trippy when I learned that out. When I found that out, I was kind of like, whoa, that's a trip, because I had already had this Queen of Spades thing and this Sophia thing, and I had no idea what any of it meant at all. So now I definitely do, but then I didn't. It was just kind of information and things just kind of happened to me all the time, and I was just kind of like, whoa, that's weird. Wow, that's weird. And everybody's like, you should do a movie about your life. And the Oxygen Network, someone from the Oxygen Network wanted my story. They wanted my story before even all this stuff happened. They wanted my story in 9 or something like that. It was before anything really happened to me. It was when I had the Match.com thing. So anyways, I don't know. That's my thing. That's my thing. I'm in my garage right now, as you can see in my garage, and it is like, I'm in California. It's May 1st. I'm hot. It's really hot in here. I'm like so starting to like sweat. So somebody told me I had a fake forehead or fake tan. That's what I've always just banned people when they talk shit. Just ban. But and I was cracking up. I was telling my friend, because I don't wear face makeup, and so I was cracking up. I said, I had like a fake tan, and she was like, "What? Who said that?" But I look and it looked shiny. It's probably what happened. It probably was looking shiny. So anyways, that's pretty funny. That's all I have to say. It's too hot in my garage. I think I've done like 3 videos already, and that's what I wanted to think. I think that, I have a video. You know what? I'm going to post. Yes. So you probably saw the picture. I'm going to put the picture. You probably saw the picture of the Mary and Joseph and the Jesus actually being a female. I found that just the night after talking to a guy that who also said he never could accept Christianity, and the way he turned Jesus into a girl, I totally got it. And I thought it was a trip, because his name is Chad, and that was a trip, and he told me about that. And then the day after, I found this picture, so I will put that picture on there, and you'll be able to see it. And she's wearing a pink gown. It was in Reedley, California. So anyways, very interesting. I think there is something to it. Oh, yeah. And then there's a Tori Amos song, too. She does a song. It goes, Muhammad, my friend, it's time to tell the world. We both know it was a girl back in Bethlehem, and on that faithful day when she was crucified. And then there's another story about Krista, who was crucified on St. John the Baptist, the hill of St. John the Baptist. And that is the river that I went to, and that is the site that I went to get my ascension, and it worked. That means that is where I had to have died, because that's what's called a pilgrimage. What? Crazy. This is crazy. I'm not saying it's not crazy. I'm well aware that it is crazy. I am not crazy, but the information it's nutty. It's crazy. There's a reason I'm going to Egypt with the people from Ancient Aliens. It's not because I'm normal. It's not because I'm normal, or it's not because I'm average. It's not because I'm like everybody else. I don't even know how I got their attention in the first place, but I did, and it worked out, because God is doing crazy things right now. But, just, I don't know. That was it. I guess that's it. That's all I had to say. What do you think? Do you think that maybe Jesus was a female? Do you think that it was a male and a female, and together they are this Ahala, or Allah, Aluha, or Haya? What about Ea and Ishtar, or Ar and Ainana, and all these different, Tutankhamun and Isis? He changed his name to Tutankhamun to Tutankhamun. Actually changed his name to the religion of the sun. So that's very interesting. Not that I think, again, you don't need to choose between the sun and the moon. That's not the point to choose. The point is to have them together. So anyways, that's my rant.